The Syracuse women continue their historic run in the Final Four this weekend out in Indianapolis, taking on Washington on Sunday night. Joined by Kevin Ryans and Jared Barton, Andrew Scaglione as SU ran through the Sioux Falls Regional, upsetting a couple SEC teams, and boy, it's been a wild month for Syracuse basketball.
Yeah, unbelievable the way they handled South Carolina after being down for a little bit on that game and having such a big second half to take that game. Tennessee, a perennial powerhouse in college women's basketball, doing a great job against them, blowing them out. Now they're in the Final Four.
Yeah, against the team that has had equal success. Washington has been on a tear lately. Both of these teams played earlier on in the season, which is a pretty interesting dynamic when you get down to it. This game is going to be intense.
Second straight 7-seed Syracuse has played. The other 7-seed, they played Tennessee in the Elite Eight. Let's take a look at how that all happened. Syracuse pulled away, outscoring Tennessee by about 16 points in that final quarter, 89-67, your final from South Dakota. Alexis Peterson, a season high, a Syracuse tournament record, 29 points.
Now, I think I saw this one coming because Tennessee took down Syracuse in the first game of the regular season.
2 points.
Only 2 points, and that was down in Knoxville. Yep. They come back, needed a revenge game. They got it right here. I think this is the team that was streaking in Syracuse.
How about the game from Alexis Peterson? When your point guard puts up 29 points, dishes out 6 assists, is able to get to the hole like she does. Wow, has she been so important in this NCAA tournament for Qs. And now they're in the Final Four, a chance to really assert themselves as one of the top schools in the nation if they haven't done so already.
Well, they came back from Sioux Falls after a big win over Tennessee. Let's hear how elated the players were on Sunday night.
Definitely, you know, we just wanted to take a step back and really just think about all the great things that we've accomplished and, you know, how much it took to get to this point, and we couldn't be more proud of ourselves and everything that we've done.
Well, it feels good, and it's our goal going into every season, and it is every media day. I say the same thing, and I noticed that by year 6, people stop writing that first comment down and start writing for the third and fourth comment. But it's real. That's what we shoot for every year, and we have a great possibility of making it happen right now, so we feel good about it.
You know, we'll let this soak in for the rest of the night. I'm sure we'll be feeling pretty good about it over the next week, but we come back in either tomorrow or Tuesday and get ready for Washington. You know, we want this national championship. We're not done yet.
Coach Q has been building this program ever since he got here 10 years ago. 29 wins this season, finally in a Final Four. What does it say about the job he's done?
I mean, all it has to say that, you know, he really built this program into a really good one. He brought in the right people in the right time. This year happens to be a really wide open NCAA tournament, and they're capitalizing everybody. Sweet harmony, that team, I like to say it, because they've been just working really well together offensively and defensively. Really amazing when you see that even the younger players on the team are getting some minutes and really doing really well. Good job by Coach Q and his team for really sticking with it and going all the way to the Final Four.
He's really built his legacy here, and over the last 4 years specifically, you know, he's been with these seniors, the Brittany Sykes and then BRIANNA BUTLER. All the way, this is the 4th season with them, and they have gotten further and further along in the progression of a basketball team that's turned themselves into a contender over the last 4 years. So you got to love what he's done. It's been a magical run, and hopefully it continues.
How about Syracuse having 3 NCAA tournament wins in school history before this season and 4 in this tournament alone? Like you guys mentioned, though, the brackets, you know, it opened up for Syracuse this year. Let's take a look at the other side of the bracket as well. The other 2 teams playing in Indianapolis this weekend. UConn, as expected, trying to win its 4th straight title. Oregon State making its first appearance in the Final Four, as are Syracuse and Washington. A lot of upsets, but hey, 4 very solid teams regardless.
Yeah, I mean, when in college basketball for the women's side, you're going to see a 4, a 7, and a 2, and there's usually all 1s. So I mean, all it means is that there's a lot of teams are in it. It's a big competition now. You can't fault these teams for trying to get in. They're all really a level playing field. That's very important for the progression of college basketball on the women's side.
Yeah, no, I got to agree. You love when there's a lot of competition. It makes it more watchable, and I think that's something that women's college basketball has had a problem with in previous years.
Yeah.
But this has just been an outstanding tournament on the women's side of the ball all around this season.
Undoubtedly, really wide open tournament. Syracuse and Washington, both with an equally very good shot to make the finals on Tuesday night. You see behind us Alexis Peterson, the star for Syracuse. One of the stars for Washington, Chantel Oshahor, who actually shoots the 3-ball very well. But Kevin, is she your X factor, or who's your X factor for this game?
No, it's going to be someone on the Syracuse side, and it's BRIANNA Butler. And the reason why is she has been so good in the NCAA tournament in knocking down her threes, something she has been, in and out, struggling with her entire career. And she's been, she's figured it out in the NCAA tournament, and she's really hitting some big buckets. It's a couple of big threes against South Carolina, was hitting deep ones against Tennessee. She was amazing in that game, and I think she has to be my X factor here. Can she continue to hit the outside shot? Because if she can, they can go high-low. They can go down low, they can try to get a layup, give it to BRIANNA Day if they need to for some post moves, or they can go to the outside and they can try to shoot the 3 and try to knock that down and really make that offense really versatile. That's going to be very important. BRIANNA Butler is going to be one I'm going to watch out for.
Yeah, offensively, she's one of the best they have. And my X factor is another offensive threat, and that's Alexis Peterson.
Sure.
Alexis Peterson runs the point guard, one of the soundest point guards I think I've ever seen play college basketball, men's or women's. She has a very specific shot. It's not a usual shot that you'd see. It's a floating kind of shot like you were mentioning there. And she just turns the game around, makes this team gel very well. 16 points per game is what she averages, and she goes out there when she scores. This team is in a very good spot to win every contest that they're in.
Averaging 25 in the tournament as well as Alexis Peterson. Now, Kevin, you said the Syracuse men were going to lose. Jared disagreed. How about the Syracuse women?
I think they take down Washington. They're going to go to the national championship game, unbelievably, but I do. 68-61 Syracuse wins. I think they've just been rolling really well in these last couple of weeks, especially ACC tournament, now into the NCAA tournament, and that really tough, gritty play that they've been going throughout the tournament is really going to help them in this game. They already have had some experience against this Washington team. They won a game in the South Point shootout over in Las Vegas, so they know each other, but I think Syracuse is going to use it to its advantage, and that press defense. You can't fault that. That's a really good defense by Coach Q. It gives them a lot of turnovers and a lot of possessions. Look out for that one. I think Syracuse takes this one 68-61.
Yeah, I'm going to go with SU winning 2 here, 64-61, just a little tighter. The way they're playing right now is remarkable on both sides of the ball. In this magical run, I don't see it ending here. They know Washington. They know this team. You mentioned that. And look for them to make their first national championship in school history. Now, when it comes to that national championship, who knows exactly what's going to happen because you got some decent competition on the other side of the bracket. But look for SU to pull out the win here in the Final Four.
Yeah, and if UConn wins as assuming and Syracuse does pull off the win over Washington, it would be Huskies and Huskies for SU to win the national title. That's a little fun nugget for you. Syracuse plays Washington 8:30 Eastern on Sunday night, and if they win, the championship comes on Tuesday night as well. For Kevin and Jared, I'm Andrew. You can follow our coverage all weekend long at CitrusTV Sports from Indianapolis, and we thank you for watching.